Bro, first of all, shout out to everybody in the stream. Let me know where you guys are from. Let me know what you do. Let me see what we got in the building, man. Why can't I hear myself? I don't know why my headphones aren't working. Anyways, let me know what we got in the building. I'm excited to be back. We're about to get into some Q&A for sync licensing. And then later on, there we go. Later on, we're doing some live music reviews, seeing if your music is ready for TV and film. From the community, Sync Producer Hub community, syncproducerhub.com. Link is in the description. If you want to check it out, learn how to get your music placed in TV and film, be surrounded with dope, like-minded producers who are also on the same path, and just have a good time, man. Let's see. Oh man, it's been a busy week for sure. Just knocking out these briefs. We're gonna dig into some wins. I know we got some wins in the community that I'm excited to share with y'all. I got a package in the mail today, and it is the official trophy of the Shades 2026 Brief Beast. So whoever wins that will receive this trophy. So excited about that. If you have not registered for Shades of Sync, go to shadesofsync.com. It's happening in October. We're only a few months away, guys, so it's time to lock in. Prices will start to shoot up relatively quick from this point forward. So if you're a procrastinator, I would try and do something a little different so you can save a few bucks and meet us here in Atlanta at the Shades of Sync conference. It's going to be phenomenal. We're going to be talking about things that go a little bit deeper than just how do you pitch, who do you pitch to. We're going to talk about how to build legacy and longevity in this sync game as a music creator. And yeah, it's going to be super dope. Let's see, man. We got Larry Bradshaw in the building. What's good, Larry? I see you. Rich Rosen has entered the building. What's good, Rich? We got Sound Mystic in here. We got Aaron Van Land in the building. San Diego. What's up, Nico? ATL in producer. Glass House Productions is here. PTS War is here. What's up? We got Theodore Burr in the building. Checking in from Wilmington, North Carolina. We have the Michael Connor music. What's good? It is another Friday, and we made it indeed. T Spence. What's up, T Spence? We got Brother Truman in the building. I see you. We got B Ward. What's good, B Ward? John Tyndall. What's good, John? Hope all is well. Good to see you in the building. So yeah, let's get into these. Let's get into some wins, man. Let's see what y'all been doing. See what y'all been doing. We got a few. Let's tap in with Michael. See what Michael talking about. Michael says a whirlwind win. What's good, I cannot say that. SPH fam is easier to type than to say for me. Hope everyone is well. Hope everybody is well. Life is a real roller coaster, and sometimes you're carried on the crest of a wave, whether you like it or not. Through a contact, my sister got some peer feedback from a group on her song Figure 8. One of the group said they wish they were writing this song with my sister in the studio and subsequently reached out to work with her. I wake up to a message from my sister, extremely excited and elated to be working with Miss Robin Charles, the daughter of none other than Ray Charles. Moment of silence because that's legendary. Okay, let's continue. Monique brought me into conversation and she wanted to hear some of my productions. A collaboration journey started almost immediately, LOL, and my head is still spinning. Humbly co-writing with a lineage of musical royalty, exchanging sync opportunities I'm sure will be fruitful for us all. Looking forward to where this journey will lead. Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, that's a win. Like iconic win. You don't come across that every day. Shout out to Michael Connor and sister. The Connors are out here crushing it. I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but this year the Connors have been on one. Shout out to the Connor family. Shout out to Deacon Connor from last week. But that's awesome, man. Let's go. Truman Kendrick says submitted it and forgot about it. Y'all know what we say around here. Create, submit, and forget. Truman says, back in March, I received a brief about a new A24 dramedy Looking for minimal neoclassical cues with some quirk. They should feel lightly comedic, but not too funny, with some hints of off kilter awkwardness or a light tone of anxiety. So I submitted the first and only dramedy track I had at the time and left it at that. Fast forward to now, I check back on that submission and see that my track was one of the ones sent over to the client. Who knows if it'll actually be placed or not, but it's in the running, and just being forwarded is exciting to me, especially since that was the first track I created in a genre that I hadn't even heard of a little over a year ago. Fam, we all have our specific styles that we gravitate towards and feel is our niche, but let's not be afraid to spread our wings and try something new and different. Keep creating and keep submitting, because you never know what may come from it. I love that. And it's so true. Yeah, it's so true, man. Like, the first placement may end up being something that you don't even specialize in, but you was just like, oh, that sounds fun, let's try it, and then boom. So hopefully that works out for you, Truman. Definitely keep us posted. Now Truman's track has to endure. Exactly. That was the word of the week last week. Endure. So Steve with some new placements. Let's see what Steve is talking about. He says, excited to have a new placement in Filthy Fortunes on Discovery this season, and also a random placement on what looks like a Polish reality show. This clip is actually from track.io. Gotta love sync music. You just never know where it will take you. That's super dope. I love to see it. I won't play the video because we learned a couple weeks ago. We knew this, but I'd be taking chances. I don't really care too much. But they just completely blocked one of my videos the entire stream because we played a clip from another broadcast. So I won't play the clip, but if you're in the hub, you can watch the clip and check out Steve's placement. Super dope, Steve. Shout out to Steve. Out here killing it. Steve has been on a roll as well. So yeah, man, I'm here for it. Shout out to the hub members. Y'all putting in the work, man. Putting in the work for sure. So if you guys have questions, drop them in the chat. I will answer them. And yeah, we'll have a good time tonight. Yes, indeed. So yeah, that's super dope. Troy Bennett says, if someone signed you to an exclusive deal and you haven't heard from them for a month, what would you do? A month isn't too bad. I would probably let's see, around a month and a half, maybe follow up with some more music. That's what I would. Oh wait, no. Let's go back. Let's rewind. Let me reread that. It says if someone signed you to an exclusive deal, so the deal is already locked in, right? So my next question would be, if they signed you to the deal, what was the last step that y'all talked about? Did they sign actual music and then, they asked for deliverables, or did they sign the music but then didn't get back to you with what you're supposed to send? Depending on how that conversation went would determine how I would follow up. So if it was like, boom, we like this music, we want to sign it, you sign the deal, and then it was nothing, I'll just reach back out, say, hey, let me know, how you want to receive deliverables, or what else you need from me, and just nudge them a little bit. If you sign the deal but they didn't necessarily sign any music, then I would probably just reach out and just show excitement that you're ready to work, and ask what they, if they have any current needs that you can help out on or with. That's what I would do. Great question. Because that does happen sometimes. Like, you do the deal and then, they get busy, and then, they got to circle back around. You guys got to reconnect. That actually happened. Well, did I sign? I can't remember. If I think I had already did the deal, and then they told me about a brief. I submitted tracks. Didn't hear anything back. So I circled back around and followed up. And then I got music placed on NAACP Image Awards after that follow up. So definitely follow up. Sign the contract, the music. Yeah. So yeah. So I will follow up, ask them how they want, how they want you to send everything, and then go from there. Oh, you sent the stems too. All right. Then at that point, I would just ask if they have any current needs. That, or just hit them up with another playlist of music, another album. I just followed up with, hey, because it was, I think a holiday came around, and I just followed up, was like, hey, here's like a couple more tracks in the style of the last brief that we talked about, to consider. And that was enough to like remind them in a non-annoying way. That's like, oh, that's right. Let me get back to this. And then they went, listen to everything at that point. Just a, couple sentences, nothing crazy. But since you're already in there, yeah, it's up to you. You can either hit them with some more music. Honestly, if you already sent stems, at this point, it's just hitting them up with more music. Honestly, it's that, and just seeing what they have a need of. If you're waiting for briefs, I think that's the best way to just stay in their face with new music. Maybe even more of what they signed, because obviously they like that. So yeah, that's what I would do. New music is a great conversation starter for publishers. Can you be signed to multiple libraries for exclusive tracks? The exclusive tracks cannot be signed to multiple libraries. You as a producer can sign different tracks to different exclusive libraries, though, if that makes sense. So the exclusivity is really depending on who you're signing a deal with. The exclusivity is more so related to the track, the master recording, that you sign. So you, the individual or the company, can do multiple multiple exclusive deals. But typically, once you sign a track exclusively to publisher A, you cannot go to publisher B, C, and D and sign another exclusive deal with that same exclusive track that you signed with publisher A. Yep, no problem. Let me open up the line too if hub members want to come up on video or audio. That is now available. So yeah. And man, so okay, let's talk about this. What was I listening to? Oh, so YouTube recently updated their monetization policy, right? And this is not really related to YouTube, but it is, because that's what triggered the thought. But they bumped it up from I think it was 4,000 watch hours to be a partner and monetize your channel. They bumped it up from 4,000 to 8,000, right? So they pushed the goalpost back by double. And it made me think about, like, okay, where I am now. Like my YouTube channel is monetized, right? I do a lot of hours, like, per year, because you got to get like 8,000 within 365 days or whatever. But I started a very very long time ago on YouTube, right? So there's been like a lot of compounding happening over the years that accumulate that much watch time. And I was just thinking, man, if I would have waited to start the YouTube channel, because I was trash at first. You can go all the way back to my early videos. Absolutely horrible. Lighting's horrible. Everything's horrible. No mic. It was crazy. I have videos just raw off the camera mic. It was crazy. But had I not started and waited until I had everything lined up, everything perfect, and all of this stuff, then it would have been even harder for me to get to the point of monetization because I waited. And the same thing applies to literally everything. But if we're talking about sync, it made me think about sync because you guys started talking about exclusive deals. I remember there was a time when I first learned about sync where it was a lot easier to find a ton of non-exclusive libraries to where you can take a catalog of music. And honestly, I think the quality of music wasn't even as good as it has to be now these days, right? Um you could have taken a catalog of music and pitched that music non-exclusively to a ton of different libraries because a lot of libraries were non-exclusive back in those days. And producers who were able to get into those libraries with that music are like still reaping the benefits of that, and they're in there now, right? So they're getting royalties from music that's just been on all the the MTV, all the popular MTV shows from like the early 2000s and things like that. And they got started, and it just made me think like, yo, there's people, it's probably you, it could be you right now, not the hub members because they're taking action apparently. But if you're not taking action and you're procrastinating, you're waiting for your music to get to a certain level before you start pitching, or you're waiting for your music to get to a certain level before you start interacting in communities and Q and A's and just start doing the work. Like, the longer you wait, there's an opportunity cost that happens every time. It's like the longer you wait, you're going to pay some way, shape, or form. You're either going to pay in inconvenience, you're going to pay in time, or you're going to pay in money. And it's the same with sync, because now it's more challenging to get started in sync and get a licensing deal. And now you have to create more music because most of these deals are exclusive now. So now 10 years from now, it's probably going to be even harder. 5 years from now, it's probably going to be even harder, right? So I say that to say, stop procrastinating, fam, because it's going to hurt you in one way, shape, or form, man. I was just like, yo, if I would have started YouTube like today, man, 8,000 hours, it's overwhelming to think about. Like, you can't even think about it, honestly. You just got to put videos up. You can't even, the goal, honestly, was never even to hit a certain amount of hours. I just wanted to run my mouth about sync because I thought it was super cool. But like, the longer you wait, man, things are going to become more challenging or more expensive, and you're going to be more frustrated the longer you wait. So start now. Like, start today. Even with Shades of Sync, we tell people, get your ticket as early as possible, because if you wait till the day before or the day of, which a lot of people do, believe it or not, it's going to be more expensive. And you could be sitting next to someone who paid a significantly lower price than you did because they took action faster. That's the only thing they did different. The only thing, producers who have placements did different, that are getting placements today. You're hearing the wins in the community. The only difference between them is that, like, they started taking action months, years ago. Some of them even longer, and they didn't wait. But like, if you're still waiting, it's gonna take you longer to get to that point. But yeah, it just had me thinking, like, man, things can change at any point, man. Like, sync can change at any point. These exclusive agreements can change at any point. And then you just, man, it would just suck to, to just be sitting there like, dang. I made a post a couple years ago. It was an April Fool's post, and I see some questions. I'm gonna get to some more questions too. I made an April Fool's post, and it was basically like, yo, companies are no longer accepting music for sync. It was the most ridiculous thing ever. But companies weren't accepting music for sync anymore, and you can't pitch any new music. The opportunity is gone, and people were like freaking out because they thought they missed out, and it would suck to just be sitting there like, yo, dang, like I can't even do it anymore because I waited. That like I just waited, and like it would sting, and it stung on April Fools when I did that. Um, but a lot of people took action. They started doing something. Sometimes you got to be shaken up a little bit. All right, let's get back to some questions, man. Um, will they ever let that go exclusively after a period of time? Depends on the agreement. Sometimes they will. Sometimes there is a clause in there where things can the rights revert back to you. You can kind of do whatever you want, or you have to give them writing within a certain amount of time or whatever, and then they'll release it. Some it's in perpetuity, which means just forever. So it just depends on the deal, the company, things like that. Rich says, I just had to fix my submission to use the correct URL. Oops, didn't work the way I expected. Oh, all good. Tim Bird in the building says, hey there, family. Haven't been up here in a while. I wanted to listen as I'm making deliverables for this minimal tension playlist. Let's go. Yeah, man, it's crazy. And it's like, it's crazy because the same outcome now requires like double the amount of, I don't know if it's input. I can't say it's double the input because you don't know how videos will do. I mean, you can put one video up there and boom, goes crazy, right? But the same outcome now has a different what you want to call a different access point, I guess. So that's just, that's life, man. What is your take? Exclusive buyout deals, you get upfront fee and you keep writer share and get performance royalties. I'm not mad at them. I do them all the time. Yeah, I do some buyouts where I get I get that one upfront fee and then only royalties and then no sync fees. And then others, not quite a buyout. I may still get a fee, but then I also get a percentage of the sync fee as well. So yeah, I do a combo of like everything. I've done a little bit of everything. Well, I've never done like something crazy where it's just like it's a what's the craziest situation? No upfront and no royalty. Something like crazy. Like I've never done that, but I got to get something. Either I want to see something on the back end. I always want to see something on the back end. There's only a few situations. Only time I'm like okay with like not seeing back end is like video game stuff, because typically you don't see back end for video game stuff. So I'm okay with that. And it's not like they're trying to like keep your stuff for the video game, right? But yeah, like I like back end for sure, and front end, if I can get that, and then um either a decent buyout, or no buyout and upfront sync fees. So I've done a combo of all of them. Says Nicobe's question is a reminder to keep music subjectively objective. Make it you, but you got to keep your best playing for yourself, because once it's exclusive, you can't use it again. Yeah. I'm planning to stop procrastinating soon, really. What do you mean? You've been working, bro. You've been submitting stuff, at least for feedback. And then, yeah, dude, we've been hearing the growth. That's work. I consider that work, man. That's not procrastination. Procrastination is you just keep watching these streams and asking questions and asking questions and asking questions, and you're not applying anything. You're not applying it. You're not applying production. You're watching tutorials on production, but you're not producing. That to me is procrastination. But if you're learning, you're studying, and then boom, then apply, and you're like actively doing, then you're not procrastinating. You're putting in the work, man, putting in the hours. No time like tomorrow. Oh man. Which is wild because I used to procrastinate all the time on college papers, bro. Those papers that was a different version of me. That was the procrastinative version because those papers were not getting done ahead of time. I met the deadline though. So I don't know. Maybe it prepared me for sync where it's just like, yo, I want to get down to the wire. I want to get 2 days out and then just go all in. My best work comes on short deadlines, maybe. I don't know. But I got it done every time. I never not turned in a paper. I just waited. Setting up this disco catalog is a big step to feeling well set up enough to move on my work. Let's go, man. That's work too. For sure. No doubt. Hope it helps. Man, listen, those papers are crazy. This is really live. Like legit. Ask me a question, I'll answer it. This is live. It's not pre-recorded. Depending on when you watch it. Now, if you're watching this tomorrow, then this is not live. But if you're watching it right now, it's live. And right now, it's August 14th, 9:33 p.m. Eastern time. I'm guilty of procrastination. We all are, man. We all have our moments. It is, see? Rich Rosen even said it is really live. $1.25 per beat, per music beat. That's the deal I have not taken and will not. Shout out to the AI company with that outrageous proposal. I just feel deep down they were so excited with that offer. It was just like crazy. $1.25. And the stems they wanted. Like, y'all asking for more than my darn publishers. And they pay me way more than y'all do. That's crazy. All right, question. I just discovered after signing a Schedule A with TuneEdge that they had a few digits of my IPI number wrong. Uh-oh. Don't know for how long. They fixed it, but what can this do for prior possible placements? Usually, I'm trying to think. Have I ever had a situation where I got an IPI? Now, when they fix it, obviously it's fixed. Prior placements, I'm not sure, to be honest. I would hope, it is the hope in me that a PRO will see that cue sheet. They will see the name and they will see the number and notice the mismatch and then look up the name and see that, oh, this number is just off by a few. I've done that personally. So I would hope that whoever is on the receiving end of the cue sheets will take the time to kind of do that extra work. Because I've had that happen where, maybe a collaborator mistaken their ASCAP member number with their IPI number, right? That can kind of be confusing. So I seen the mismatch, and usually it's because the number of digits is off, or it's a weird number of digits. So I would see the mismatch, and then I would just go to ASCAP, do a repertoire search their name, and then find the actual IPI number, and then let them know, hey, for future reference, this is your actual IPI number. This is your member number. So hopefully they don't make the mistake again. So yeah. Aside from that, I don't know. But hopefully things will trace back to you. And it's also I think there's enough information there for them to be able to link it because they have your name and then they have the track title name and the the and then the publishers on there. So there's a lot of different things that can link back to that work, that title, to where they can make that connection. So yeah. What's up, Jay Online? As a beginner wanting to make full songs, sync agent or reaching out to soups, both, neither. Shoot, do both. Try, man, try um whatever avenue you can because all work. Like all of the ways work. I've done deals with sync agents, I've done deals with music supervision companies, I've done deals with the publishers, libraries, um shoot, the random, like I don't even know if he was a music supervisor. He was like a film, like a film producer. It was a referral situation. He was like, "Oh, such and such told me about you. I need some music for this short or whatever." I've done just did deals directly with him. So try all, man. Try all the ways. In the hub, I show you, I show you as many ways as I can. Um, to find information, find people, and then shoot whatever works. Keep doubling down on what works, because all of them will help. Chelsea is in the building, and she sings a lot. She does indeed. Let's go, Chelsea. Good to see you. My lane for sync. I specialize in um hip hop, R&B, and everything fused with that. So it can cinematic hip hop, R&B, trailerized hip hop, R&B, dramedy, hip hop dramedy, like all of the different blends of that. That's kind of where I live. Um, yeah, full songs, instrumentals. I also throw in some tension stuff, some minimal stuff here and there. I think those are probably like my two favorite lanes. And then, occasionally like I'll do like some one-off stuff for like all types of styles of music, man. Done some funk, some soul, some gospel, some jazz, some pop, um some I did a weird one. It was like some what was it? It was I don't know. They wanted like it was like it was whimsical. It was like adventurous. But I don't know what adventurous sounds like. But like the brief was like it was like ambient with sounds that sound playful. Sounds that kids would find interesting. It was interesting. So I've done that too. All types of weird stuff. Tritones, whether hip hop, tension, trailerized, or whatever else in between. Forget not thy tritones. Yes, tritones indeed. Yeah, man. Um, I don't have my water. I always have my water with me. I don't have my water. Are you doing briefs? I work on briefs. Speaking of briefs, episode 3 of On Brief is out. Go watch the show. I have a show here on the channel, the playlist On Brief. 3 episodes in so far. Watch that out. Watch that out. Check that out or watch that out. And you'll see it. You'll get an inside look of what I do in terms of briefs. Would hip hop orchestra be better for strictly sports, or is that hybrid used elsewhere as well? Yeah, it's used elsewhere, man. So I'll give you a prime example. One of my first sports briefs was for orchestral hip hop, right? So I wrote it with the intention of it being placed in sports. And almost all of those tracks got signed, and some of them definitely landed in the sports lane. Um, and a lot of them landed in reality TV, Love and Hip Hop, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Black Ink Crew, Married to Medicine, Basketball Wives. Um, I'm trying to think if one ended up uh one ended up a Showtime, but it was a sports show. But yeah, massive crossover with that stuff. So you could very well work on a sports brief. Publisher will hit you up, hey, we're working on stuff for the NFL season, and that stuff can easily transfer over into other things. Um, Shoot, one of them ended up on still sports, and it was a Netflix documentary. On the it was like the Olympics or something like that about the runners. But yep, it can end up anywhere. It can end up anywhere. How did that non-brass sports brief go? Have you seen any traction from it? Very curious. You know what? I think it did get its first placement, instrumental placement. It's picking up traction, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was one from that album. But it came out like a couple months ago, last month, June, July. Oh, you can't log into TuneSat. They're temporarily unavailable. But yeah, I believe it has gotten its first instrumental placement. They used the instrumental version, because all of them were full songs. Um, but yeah, I think so. I'll double check that. Um, yeah, man. It is, man. Listen, man. Sports Sans Brad. It's Listen. That was challenging. That was challenging. I wonder, between the two most challenging projects I've had so far have been that, and then the one where they wanted no emotion. I couldn't get too emotional. I couldn't get too tense. I couldn't get too happy. I had to like just be okay. It was crazy. Those are the two like most challenging. Sports with no brass, bro, is like, how do I do this? And then I'm just like, I just had to stop thinking about sports, because I immediately think it was brass and strings though. I could use neither. That was the challenge. That was the constraint. If you watch On Brief, you know there's always a constraint. That was the constraint. I wish I was shooting the show then, because that would have been interesting to watch me struggle during that album. No strings, no brass, sports. So I just had to just think, I don't know, just trap, hip hop. I couldn't even think sports. I just had to think all synths and drums. And it's really, the challenge for me was not necessarily the sound or like finding a sound. It was like what the sound does, like what strings do for a track in terms of texture, what brass does. Brass is very, very easy to create like impact. You get a nice punchy brass sound, like it's easy to create hits and stuff like that. But man, when you can't use it, it's like, okay, you got to get creative and figure out how to create those same feelings with other sounds. Um so I think I played around with some plugins and textures and saturation and all of that stuff there to just take a synth sound, you know, and just make it different a little bit. So crazy stuff. Um, have you ever written a song with the filmmaker intentionally? How do you do that? No, I haven't. I haven't. Usually it's me. Well, I take that back because usually when we're getting briefs, we're writing for the show or the film intentionally because they're giving us what they're kind of looking for different scenes. So that's kind of like the job, I guess. And we do that by reading the briefs. And you'll see what that looks like on the show on brief. Um so yeah, start with episode 1. It's here on my channel. But yeah, the brief is how we're able to kind of write a song intentionally or a piece of music intentionally for what they're looking for or for what they want to say. Um or if you're in the community, you've seen me do the placement breakdowns or the pro sessions where we're kind of digging into briefs and things like that. I hope the sport isn't like lawn. Um oh, I think he's talking to somebody else. Um can out here using every percussion instrument known to man. It's crazy, bro. Um it is, man. It was crazy. I always think of inside the NFL theme. But yeah, a lot of horns. It like especially football, bro. You think sports football like, bro, no brass? You gonna tie my hands like that. I love the challenge though, man. Yep. That's it, there's a line, man. There was a line because if it did sound too brassy, I literally had a sound in there. It was not brass. It was either that or strings, and they were like, it sounds too close to brass or strings, and then I had to swap it out. Yes. Um, there was definitely a line. And it was because they were trying to stay within a budget because the way they do things is if we're just using like regular brass and strings, they were trying to avoid hiring an actual brass section and string section, which I wouldn't have been mad at, but it's also not my budget. So that was like the reasoning behind it. They were trying to just not have to go to that level because they like to do things at the highest level. They're fancy. Um oh, was it? Oh man. I'm sure the list of sports I mentioned were the only ones without brass. Oh, the sports that don't use brass. Um Speed knitting or international Sudoku championships. You probably will still hear some brass in the Sudoku championship. Crazy. Um, no, they didn't want to re-record. That was the whole point. So if we throw brass and strings in there, they was just like, yeah, they're gonna want to record. Um, so yeah, I've had that happen with other publishers as well, where they were actually really close to just bringing in an orchestra, but for the tracks we did, they were like the strings actually they sound good, so we're not going just waste the extra money. Um, so they just ended up keeping the keeping the native instrument strings. Tennis, maybe. I feel like you hear strings for sure though on tennis, golf, but it depends. Um, it depends, man. The network. Speaking of brass, for the orchestral hip hop sports, I've been blending hard rock distorted guitars too. That's a fire combo. It sounds cool, but seems like a triple hybrid. Just wondering if that could 100%. Um, I did that on a couple tracks on that album. Just threw in like electric guitar. It's like y'all go y'all gonna get these strings one way or another. It's gonna be a different stringed instrument. They ain't say nothing about the guitar. That's the secret. Cause it's technically strings. But the guitar was cool. They didn't have the higher guitar, so we were good. I know, right? Golf. Brass guitars and strings was better. Nothing, man. I mean, you can't go wrong, dude. Those will always work. That and piano. You can do whatever you need to do with those sounds. The tennis highlights show in the UK, Wimbledon, they used horns and brass on their iconic theme tune. Yeah. Boom. There you go. Technically, because yeah, piano has strings. There, yeah. if we wanna, if we wanna get in there, um, banjo, man, dude, banjo, I I could hear banjo on like some tap dancing. If there's a tap dancing sport, I can hear banjo. I can hear banjo on like some outdoors hunting stuff. Um, I could hear banjo being used in that way. Yeah. I think who's that? Steve had a brief that he put some ukulele. They told him to put more ukulele in there. Rodeo. That's true. I think we can get away with drums. I think we can get away with drums being stringless. It's crazy, man. It's the challenge of working in TV and film. But yeah, it depends on the project, man. Some of them they're just like, we don't really want to spend that much money on this, so we'll do that. Others they're just like, this is the plan. We want to like there was one where it was like the opposite, where there was just like lay temporary string parts and we want to hire an actual orchestra to play them. So we were like, cool. So that was like the intention the whole way through. And then we got to the end. They're like, you know what? this works. So, how many times on average will they ask for revisions, additions? Also, thanks for answering these questions. No doubt. Um, until it's right, you know what I mean? Um, so this season of On Brief, I'm on round 3 right now. Round 3 of revisions. So, I on average, I may go through about 3, 4 rounds on average. And that's on the 3, 4. That's on the higher end. I had one outlier situation where bro, it had to be like 7, bro. Like I'm not even exaggerating. And the entire team at that time was just like the head composer was just like, we're going to finish these because we told them we'll do them and we will never do anything else for this company again. And I agreed because it was ridiculous, bro. Like it was, and these weren't revisions that were like make or break the song, bro. We're talking tiny incremental adjustments to stuff nobody's gonna hear, bro. Like the volume's about to be at -7 on these instrumental tracks that's going under dialogue, that's playing on somebody's 2-inch TV. Like ain't nobody gonna hear what you talking about in this 6.5 round of revisions. That was like the most that I've done, and it was excessive. Like I'm almost certain half of the revisions we did, we could have not done, and the tracks would have been fine, and they would have got placed. And I don't even think I've heard of any placements from those tracks yet. That's the crazy part. All those revisions, and I haven't seen not one cue sheet come in for one of those tracks. I don't even remember what the tracks sound like, but nothing. Meanwhile, couple revisions with everybody else, and we're in there. I need another hi-hat on the and of third and measure 21. Man, yeah. It was a lot of that. It was a lot of like, oh, go back to, version 3 and like we want the energy from the first verse in version 3, but then bring the energy up, and it was like crazy, bro. I was like, what is happening? What is happening? Yeah. Yep. That was the last time we worked for them. How many pieces should I have in my catalog before I decide to submit to libraries or even music supervisor? You can start with 5. 5 tracks. A 5-track playlist will get you in the door. Yeah. Davey Dave is in the building. What's good? A kazoo on the Sting. Oh man, they went in on the Sting. They was just like, yo, we need this. The way it's tailing the end of the reverb, we needed to stop exactly at 2.5, and we need the fade to be 13 milliseconds. It was just like, it was excessive, bro. It was like, come on, man. Who's noticing this? That's what I'm always thinking about, the end result. I'm like, bro, no one will notice this stuff. No one. Oh man, it's just like sometimes you get so technical with stuff and just forget like the actual use case. And it's like, the editor about to duck this joint all the way down, right? The only thing you about to hear pop through is like a snare and a pluck, a synth pluck. Everything else is gonna be inaudible. So all right, man, we're gonna transition. Go grab a snack, grab something to drink, and we're gonna come back, do some live music reviews from the community. You still have some time to submit. Just go to syncproducerhub.com. Link is in the description. We'll be right back. We are back doing some live music reviews, seeing if your music is ready for TV and film. If it is, we'll let you know. If it's not, we'll give you some advice. Hopefully, we can help you get it to the next level where it needs to be. And yeah, we're going to have a good time. We're going to start with the leaderboard and see who is on that joint. Let me see, man. 7-day leaderboard. Vincent, Davey Dave, and Janelle. Janelle's MVP though. So we're gonna push her. We're gonna do something. We talked about it last week. But maybe rotate MVPs or something. Maybe monthly or something like that. We gotta figure out how to do that. So that'll be fun. So yeah, we'll do Janet. We'll go down to Janet because we're gonna skip Janelle for good reason. And then kick it off with Vincent and Davey Dave. So drop some fire emojis if y'all ready to listen to some music, man. Last week was absolutely insane. Everybody won, which I'm sure LW just had so much joy that night. She was able to use her Everybody Wins ticket. Yeah, man. B Ward with the Waffle House tonight. Waffle House on B Ward. Cheese, steak, and eggs. Let's go. So, yeah. All right. I'm seeing fire emojis. That means everybody's ready to get into it. So let's get into it. Vincent is up first. He definitely came with some heat. Let me find this post. All right. Let's see if we even got a submission from Vince. I don't think we do. Let me see. My search isn't searching him, which means he probably did not submit this week. Nope. I don't think we do. I don't think we have one from Vince. But it's all good because we know when he drops one, it's going to be crazy. All right. Next up, Davey Dave. I seen Davey Dave. I just scrolled past him, so I know we got one from Dave. We just got to find it. There we go. Says, hey, what's up, everyone? No long dissertation tonight. Just my music. Cinematic score. Love you guys. Where's my cape? Let's go. Nancy Steroids is in the building. Marty's in the building. What's good, Marty? All right. Northerner has only been to Waffle House twice. I'm from the north. That's kind of Midwest. That's Midwest. But I've been to Waffle House a lot. I think I probably, you know what? No. Oh yeah. Yep. College Waffle House was the spot. Waffle House was also the spot each time my wife got pregnant, which is also the reason why during our multiple pregnancies, I also got pregnant with a gut because wifey was just like, Waffle House. I need Waffle House. Anytime she started craving Waffle House, that's when I knew because normally she don't rock with. Outside of pregnancy, she does not ask for Waffle House that much. It may be like a few times a year for she get the all-star joint. But me, I was going for the waffles, man. That mess caught up. Oh, man. Many a nights. Because they just open. They open. Nobody else is open. Waffle House is open. So I was just, and it's close too. I got two of them too. I can go either way, either direction. Waffle House is on deck. Which one? All right, let's go. Pregnancy cravings. Where's my cape? Yeah, that joint's fire. Definitely cinematic. Rocking with the choir. Those choir vocals are it for this joint. I would like to feel the drums more in the mix, because I could hear that, like, they sound great. I would just turn them up or turn everything else you kind of have down a little bit and then bring the overall volume up. But, however, I just want to hear the drums more because they sound dope. I feel like the strings in the choir was just kind of overpowering them a little bit. But great work, bro. This is fire. Love it. I love it. Yeah. The Cape thing reminds me of the warning in the Incredibles, though. Yeah. This could be a whole album, too. All right. Well, Davey just kicked it off with that fire. Who's next? Janet. You got some synths for us this week, Janet? Here we go. It's another collabo. Says, what's good, fam? I hope you are ready tonight to roll out the red carpet for our superstar, David O, a.k.a. Davey Dave. We worked together on another Deep House song called Like a Star. It's a confident and feel-good Deep House with a strong hook, modern pumping deep bass, and pulsating rhythm. Lyrics describe embracing success and being a star of the show. This song can be great for commercials, fashion, and nightclub. Hope you will enjoy. Let's go. Today, I'm just snagging on a protein bar.
Like a star, looking like a star, shining like a star, smiling like a star, moving like a star, dancing like a star, shining like a star. Roll out the red carpet, head drops, ready, posing, time for burst photos. Smiling, I can't stop shining like a star, like a star, like oh yeah, like a star, looking like a star, shining like a star, smiling like a star, moving like a star. Like a star, shining like a star, born to shine in the spotlight. Like a star, posing, time for burst photos. Smiling, I can't stop shining. One in a million stars, light up so bright. Like a star, looking like a star, shining like a star, smiling like a star, moving like a star, dancing like a star, shining like a star.
Yeah, all right. Janie and David O have just completely dominated this style. They've been hitting us back to back to back, and they're just locked in. And the consistency is crazy with between like all of these mixes, the vocals, the performances, the sound selection is so locked in. It's ready to go. It's ready to go. Yeah, I rock with it. Indeed. OOTW. They got another one. They should be like placed on all shows, fashion, and definitely some ads because just brand stuff, anything, just yeah, vibes. All right. What's next? I think that was because Vincent wasn't here. My phone went to sleep. I had my list. I had my leaderboard up here. So I don't gotta keep switching back and forth. There we go. All right. So we did Davy Dave, did Janet. Let's do one more. Nate, do we got a submission from Nate? He would be next on the list. I see him in the chat. We do. It says, hey, Hub fam, happy Friday. Back at it again. Excuse me. With some reality TV dramedy vibes with this one. Might not make the live tonight and have to catch the replay, but looking forward to hearing what everyone's bringing tonight. As always, appreciate any and all feedback. Let's check this out. These crazy people. He's referring to the people in the hub because of last week. Let's check it out. You know, he did. He did do it. String work is crazy. Y'all just been locked in, bro. That joint's ready. I want to give some feedback. Like, I'm here to help. Let me help somebody. This was great. The strings were phenomenal. Dramedy vibes all the way. Nailed it. Yeah. Good work, bro. Super plucky. Oh, yeah, for sure. It feels like I'm getting chased. I like this a lot. It did, man. Super dope. Denny's. Wow, dude, I haven't heard. Man, I haven't seen an open Denny's in like a decade. That was probably like one of the worst places to eat where I'm from. Like, bet like a long time ago it was cool, and then quality plummeted. But oh man. All right, let's keep it moving. I started thinking about food. Y'all are crazy. Let's scroll back up to the top. Not me having a flashback of Denny's as a kid. This is Carl. He says, this is the sync cut version of my instrumental single Smile. That's on all platforms. If you've seen the sync producer spotlight with Carl and Jason, you've probably heard this track, Smile. It's a soulful beat that's filled with positive, uplifting energy. Definitely let me know where you can hear this on. If you want to listen to the full instrumental on your spare time, here's the link. So let's check out the sync cut version. This was funky. Yeah. Great sync edit. I think the length is great. This definitely has that it has a vibe. Like it's kind of the horns kind of bring out a little bit of funkiness to it. Love the percussion, bongos. I can hear this. I can hear this on like a kind of like a scene transition on a show. I could hear like on a real estate show. Something bright, positive, upbeat, sunny. It just feels good. It feels good. I'm weak at how random the chat is while I listen to music. It's just food. We just hungry. Shoney's. I have not been to Shoney's. I think I asked my uncle been there before, and he said it was good. I never had it though. I know they have them here, but never been there. But yeah, this was dope. I mean, I'm listening. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, if it was one of those joints, then they must have been solid. Yeah, 100%. The Patience of the Horns is fantastic. I agree. Yeah, easy. HGTV. Yep, all day. Fashion show. I can see that. Man, breakfast buffets is a great thing. Listen, so Chick-fil-A supposedly coming out with this fall menu with the waffle. It's like a chicken waffles breakfast sandwich, and some special milkshake and coffee. So I told my wife, like, look, we need to fast next week because when Chick-fil-A drops this, I'm going to get it and I'm going to indulge because it looks delicious. I love chicken and waffles, and that joint look fire. So I'm looking forward to that. Whenever that drops, I'll be ready. All right, I'll be ready. I feel my back getting big, bro. Yes, yes. It's like it's a maple flavored waffle with a chicken fillet sandwiched in between, and they threw bacon in it. Now, bacon can be hit or miss for me, like because I don't like the soggy bacon. Soggy bacon is weird. If it's crispy, I'll rock with it, maybe, or I'll just take it off. But that's what they doing, man. Chick-fil-A they don't switch things up a lot with the sandwiches. They'll have that one that'll come out, seasonally, but it's over, bro. That combination alone, the sweet, the spicy, the savory, it's just a flavor explosion happening. All right, let's keep it moving because it's too late to be talking this reckless about food right now. All right, Trey Mosley in the building says I won't be able to participate. Maybe. My wife has been in the hospital the past few days. I haven't sniffed a keyboard, a drum, or anything. My mind has been on her. Praying for the wife. Hopefully all is well, and praying that she gets well. Slept at the hospital the past 2 nights. Leaving as I type this. We're just waiting for the answers at this time. I appreciate you all, you talented people. Each and every one of you are simply amazing. Has she not kicked me out of here, I wasn't going nowhere. So prayers up for the wife, man. Hope she feels better. Let's send him. I don't know if he's watching. Let's send him What's a wife if? Susan prayers up. In case she reads that. All right. All right, let's keep it moving. We got TJ Covington. It says, good morning, everyone. I'm continuing down this tropical path. Excuse me. And wanted to share this Amapiano Afro beat joint I made. It's called Breaking the Breeze. Feel free to let me know what y'all think. Hope you enjoy. All right. Ending in there. Yeah, I can definitely hear this being used. It's ready. Nice mix. Dope vibe. Rich wanted to know what makes it Amapiano, which is a good question. I think this leans more. I hear the percussion, but I definitely think this leans more kind of. It's like tropical R&B, if that's a thing. And I'm getting that R&B vibe because of those Rhodes, man. Those heavenly Rhodes, my favorite instrument patch. But yeah, love it. Feels tropical. Yeah, beach style, Afro house, 4 on the floor, dance type groove. Also more Western instruments. Yeah, that would be dope. Long time ago, Denny's. Allison, what's for dinner on your end? Did you already say? Dope work. All right. We got Eric in the building. Morning. I'm sensing a bit of an Afrobeats Amapiano theme here. So I'll keep it going. Let's go. I just dropped Almost Morning today, wrote the lyrics, created the vocals, and made all the music myself. Let's go. Airline, travel agency vibes. I can hear that.
Somewhere past the quiet houses, where the fields forget their scars, a dog keeps barking at the moon, like he's teaching it the dark. Almost morning.
Who's singing?
Almost spring. Almost losing.
Woo.
the sky was hiding you. Even laughter cast a shadow long before the daylight bends. Something beautiful was leaving, though it hadn't happened yet. Almost morning, almost spring, almost losing everything. Almost certain, almost true, like the sky was hiding you. There were birds above the orchard, there was salt upon the air, and the world for one bright moment seemed to understand me. Almost morning, almost spring, almost everything, almost certain, almost true, like the sky was calling you.
Ooh. Oh my. Oh my, Eric. This joint is fire. That tone, that vocal, that percussion and production and mix. Yeah, that thing's ready. That thing is ready. I mean, by popular demand, I think we got to put that thing on the poll. It goes on the poll tonight. Shout out to Eric with the heat. Y'all coming with it. Yeah. All right. David Sanner, good morning, fam. David is back. This is an R&B type beat I made. Have a great day and weekend. Let's go. I like this part. I would have that. There we go. I would have this happen sooner in the track. Shout out to you, David. Your drums are like on the grid. It's consistent rhythm. I I think the volume on some of these sounds are kind of harsh. And with the strings, I'll probably find like a different, a more mellow sound. I like how things mellowed out in that one section you had. So I'll probably play with that a little bit more. Play around with some different sounds. But I like where it's headed. It can be shorter. Have that switch up happen sooner. It needs some bass. It needs some bass for the bottom. And then some additional layers of instrumentation. You kind of establish your rhythm. It can use some more percussion to kind of add to that, whether it's hi-hats or whatever. And some other things. But yeah, I think it's a good start, man. Yeah, keep working on it. Play around with some different sounds. And yeah, dude. Not mad at that. Dropping the drums out at one point. Yep, that'll be a nice switch up. Drop the octave down on those keys. That's a good idea. I would try that too. That's a good idea. Yeah. But yeah, I did. I like that drop for sure. All right. Let's keep it going. We played Nate's already. We got Patrick Rose up next. Says, "What's up, Hub? I guess it's that time again. This week I'm submitting a piece I call The Walk. It's an epic cinematic orchestral score following a dark medieval fantasy journey toward battle, building from solemn tension to powerful strings, brass, and percussion before reaching a heroic emotional climax. Ideal for fantasy, historical drama, battle sequences, heroic journeys, trailers, and climactic scenes. My idols are composers John Williams and Alan Silvestri. I hope y'all enjoy. Let us." Love the texture of those strings just now. Man, listen, dude. So this one, I want to feel the drums more as well, because I feel like that'll just help it feel as big as it is. But this joint is fire, bro. This joint is fire. Yeah, Patrick Rose is out here creating movies, man. Um, yeah, whatever strings, the texture of those strings is everything. So yeah, good work. Bring the drums up or the other sounds down. Not too much. I think just like those lower hits, those lower drums, the booms, the impacts. Yeah, I think everything else is kind of cool in terms of level. But yeah. Tight low strings from Mark Giovanni. Got you. Um, yeah, I'm itching to play with some more strings and brass. But we'll see. All right. Let's keep it moving, man. PTS War is Patrick Rose. The rhythmic shift after 130 maybe should be more pronounced, add more backbeat to the sound. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that. Ramal. What's up, Lamar? All right, let's keep it going, man. I'm liking what I'm hearing. Felipe says, hi, y'all. Hope you're doing well. Still working on Latin instrumentals. Here's one piece called Hey Conflicto. It's a high energy instrumental combining dramatic with Cuban playful funky grooves and a mischievous feel. I'm sure it could work well for dramedy, comedy, action, lifestyle, or energetic advertising. Let me know. That sounds like a dope combo. I love how appropriate the Sting ending was to the style of music. That was dope. Great instrumentation. It feels so live. Great sound selection for this joint. Yeah. I think it literally matches everything you mentioned here with it working well for. So yeah, good work, Felipe. You've definitely been in the bag with this these Latin cues you've been working on. It sounds authentic, man. Rich wants more wood block and claves, fast percussion in the dialed down part. That would be dope. Yo, did y'all see the post on the who made that post on the making the thing how like it feels like the tempo is just infinitely going faster? That was wild. Blew my mind. um that was crazy. That was crazy. All right. Michael says, I'm hearing a lighthearted moment in a crime show. Breaks are an editor's dream. This is fire. Agreed. Keith is dancing, and rightfully so, because the vibes are definitely there. I agree, Jeff. Upright was crazy. Not more cowbell. Dave posted it. Yes, bro. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Yeah. Like bro, like this music stuff goes so deep. It's crazy. Dude. I never thought of that. Like I don't even know how you come to think of that. Like who was just sitting there like, "You know what? I'm gonna take I'm gonna take this and then I'm gonna double it and triple it, but then I'm gonna fade this and then go back to this." Like I don't even, bro, my brain was just blown, bro. Amazing. Some crazy brilliant minds in this world. All right, we got Jason Revels up next. What's going on, Hub? Hope everyone had a fantastic week. Here's one of the tracks that didn't make the final cut for a project I'm working on with a sports publisher. So I figured I'd share it here and see what you guys think. So far, so good. Everything is booming. Peace and love. Let's go. Let's check it out. I like it. Like that joint, it was fun, bro. And the stops, the snare rolls, I love the energy on this joint. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. I'll pitch it to somebody else. Somebody gotta grab that. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Bounce. It is bouncy. You know what I could hear that on? A Kitchen Foley drum kit. I can hear that on like a Nickelodeon sports show with like kids, but they're talking about sports stuff as well. It kind of had that vibe in there because it was like some fun, kind of quirky stuff in there. That's what that gives me. Yeah, I like it. Good work, bro. We got Troy Bennett. Troy's been on one too. We've been hearing some amazing work from Troy. Bullies looking for the main character to take him to the head mobster. Little dude is hiding. They see each other and the chase is on. Fire track. Yeah, man. All right, let's see what Troy cooked up. Stay with me. Clean.
Seems like yesterday. It wasn't so long ago that I held you in my arms. Days go by so fast, and yet we never seem to stop. Beautiful life can be. How could I let you go? Won't you stay with me? Just promise you'll never leave. Promise you'll always be right here by my side. Won't you walk with me to the end of time? A love that's so divine. Just stay with me. Stay and believe. The hardest thing to do was to ever let you go. Just hide and touch my heart, but you would never know. I've been lonely for a while, and I sure miss your smile. But the hardest thing to do was to ever let you go. Oh, no, no. Won't you lie next to me? Just tell me you're dreaming now, and everything's alright now, and everything's alright now. Will you stay with me? Promise you'll never leave, and say that you'll always be right here by my right here with me. Don't let me go. Stay, just stay. Don't you ever let me go. Just stay with me. Don't you ever leave. Just say that you'll always be lying next to me, and say everything's alright now, and everything's alright now, everything's alright now, everything's alright Stay.
Troy. Fire. Vocal performance was insane. Again, y'all with these vocalists and y'all's tone and all of it. Dope. Live instrumentation. Love it. I can hear this on a show, a movie. The lyrics are like perfect for like a bunch of different. I mean, come on, man. Stay with me will literally work in like 95% of all shows and movies somewhere on on this show. So yeah, dope stuff. I'm not too mad at the ending, since it has a definite ending. Would a stronger sting be a plus? Yeah, but I don't think it'll hurt this. Could probably even end off of that joint without the guitar at the end. But I'm just trying to find something to critique at this point, because I haven't been able to do much of that tonight. So great work, Joy. Not mad at it. What is that end sound? It sounds like guitar to me. Yeah, it sounds like a guitar. And man, yeah, it's hard to get a consistent performance, like live instruments. I wonder if they tracked it separately or if they tracked it together. Yeah. All right. Let's keep it moving. Oh, we got an update from Troy. I mean, not Troy, from Trey. The wife is coming home. DJ home. All tests were negative, nerve damage from sleeping on one side, but they're going to give her medication to help with the nerve pressure. She will get an outpatient referral to run more tests, but at least she gets to come home. Going to grab her favorite from Panera and bring my baby home. Let's go. Y'all get real live updates on the live stream. All right. Well, that's great news. That's great news for Trey and his wife. She's coming home. All is well. So yeah. All right, let's go. Hey everyone, this is Alex. Hoping you have had an amazing week so far. I'm working on this project, but it's still in the works. Would love your feedback. Awesome. Love these strings, dude. That low end is crazy. This isn't even flares though. That's the thing. This is Alex. Ooh. Yeah, finish this, bro. Yeah. This is crazy. I think man, it's over already. I was locked in. I feel like there's more. I feel like there's more to it. No doubt, man. Yeah, that was fire. Yeah. I feel like it was building. I feel like we didn't get that final climax. That's the only thing. Okay. The last act. Yep. Because I felt yeah, it feels like we stopped on act 2. That's exactly what it felt like. And we were just missing that climax. So yep, let's go. Yeah. Goodness. Well, we'll be here. Great work. We played Davies. Nico. Yo, Hub, this track is titled Spaz, New York drill hip hop. All right. Let's go, Nico. I like the vibe. I think it needs some additional drum production. Um have those drums build into something. Like I feel like it was cool at the start and then it just kind of stayed at the same level. So I would say up the drum production, have those drums kind of build, throw in some type of um I don't know, hard hitting snare or clap or something to like really establish that rhythm. But yeah, I like the vibe. It definitely feels um it feels tension, suspense, and yeah, I think that'll help. And I think breaking cutting the that main sound synth sound that you have in there out at some point in the one of the verses would be good too to break things up. May have to add maybe one more layer of instrumentation, but yeah. I think I like the transitions and stuff like that. You had that there, nice length. So, yeah. Yep. Almost there. Yep, just beef up the drums a little bit. Be good to go. All right. Let's keep it moving. Janelle, we will come back to. Trey Mosley Trey's back and got a submission in. Now that I'm this is crazy. We get live updates as we go through this post. We've been with Trey this entire night with all the updates. So now that he's home, he says, now that I'm home, here is my R submission. I joined forces with the great and powerful Davey Dave. On this one, I was already feeling it with the Cali vibes I put in too, but those keys really brought it out. Appreciate you, man. Let's go. We got a collab. Why am I yawning? Here we go. Yeah, they are. Yeah, man. The great collaboration. Drums were smacking. Love the vibes. The synths went absolutely insane. Love the swing on there. Dope sound selection. Trying to see. Had a moment break. Maybe have one section have the drums drop out for around like 4 bars or something like that. But aside from that, this is dope. This is dope. I'm not sure, but a lot of people have been made mad in this community, and it shows through your music that someone made you mad and you're taking it out on the production. It's as simple as that. All right, let's go. Man. All right, we got Aaron Van Land. Man. Hey, SPH fam. Getting in a little later than normal due to some gas that I just posted about. Hold on, I done missed the gas post. I got to go back and check that out. Anyway, here's my track for this week. Finesse, a Latin-flavored chart featuring the sax section, again with trumpet lead and trombone accompaniment. Hopefully this week my horns sound a little more human thanks to some helpful input from Rich Rosen. Then again, soon I might not need to program my saxes, which will be a whole new kind of headache, I'm sure. Let's go. Finesse. This is a great arrangement. Great arrangement on this. Yeah, bro. If I'm gonna have anybody write like horn parts, it's gonna be Aaron. Because this was arranged well, and you can hear it. Like, I know they're not real horns, but I can hear what the real horns would sound like on this, and it sounds phenomenal. Um, so yeah, once you start once you start throwing actual horns on this, man, this gets crazy. I like the articulation that you added. Just kind of making it feel a little more realistic. You can still tell as VSTs, but you know, adding those parts where you get the vibrato helps a lot. And this feels like, I don't know, it gives me like the vibes of like opening scene vibes of a movie or opening credits of some type of movie, because it feels like a theme. It feels like something you would open something up with, some type of, I don't know, some type of comedy, rom-com or something. Um, it just feels fun. It feels light. Um, yeah, I rock with it. And I thought I was gonna miss bass, but with the lower register horns, I think it's good. I think you can do without like an actual bass. So yeah, good work, Aaron. Casino scene, 100%. I can hear that. Yeah. Jumps complimented well as well. So yes, sir. We got one from Marty. Good evening, SPH. Another superhero-esque anthem, Excel. Feels like a post-battle superhero resolution cue. It is a powerful mix of sorrow, survival, and hard-earned victory. The melody, what was I about? The melody has a reflective, almost suspended quality, but the track never becomes weak or mournful. It feels still, but not empty. The battle is over. The smoke is clearing, and the hero is sitting in the wreckage with absolute certainty that nothing else is coming. I should get more dramatic in my reading of these, because I feel like this is like voiceover material. Here we go. This is Excel. Some type of low hit on the end of that stinging, like a low, not keep what you have, but some type of low impact, I think, would make that stand out a little bit more. But I like it. I like the I mean, you can see the thing rising here. It's like I think definitely reflective. It's not like super over the top. Feels heroic. And I think with the sound selection, I could hear this. I could hear this like in an animated kind of superhero show or movie. Cause it feels slightly electronic with the sound selection. Almost got a little nostalgic with the electric piano and then that synth. Whatever that was, that thing kind of took me to some nostalgic places sonically that I like. But yeah, I like that. That's dope. Nice take on the classic chord progression. It's always great to see how people take it on creatively. Sounds calming. Movie trailer. Yeah. Yeah, definitely caught a stray from LW. She was just like, yo, master reading 101 first, apparently. But yes, Michael, apparently that's what happens when you're a fan of the Buckeyes and a team that has won multiple championships so many years, especially when they like beat her team. All right, so let's keep it moving. See what we got. Got one from Truman. Happy Friday, everyone. Here's something else a little different from me that ChatGPT describes as a slow burning cinematic tension cue featuring ominous drones. I can't mess up now because LW gonna say something. Textures and restrained percussion that builds an atmosphere of mystery, surveillance, and impeding danger, ideal for crime dramas, psychological thrillers, horror, and investigative documentaries. All right, let's check it out. Oh man, Lurking. Anyways, like I was saying, I was getting deep into this critique every time. Anyways, this track was amazing. Great sound selection. I think you nailed this in terms of the investigative psychological thriller lane. The sounds are gritty, distorted, and the drums complement it. And it's like it's tension. You can feel it. Yeah, I rock with it. Think it's good to go. I was saying the very end, just let that part finish ringing out because it just kind of cut off. May have to turn that dun sound down a little bit. But aside from that, yeah, no, this is dope. This is dope. So yeah. He wouldn't be muted on my track. Oh man. So yeah, that's it. There we go. Cecil. We got one from Cecil. Peace be unto you, SPH community. I hope all is well. I am unable to attend tonight's session. However, I needed some input from our community. This is an up-tempo track with a high-energy melody. I believe I could add more color to the track, but would like your input. All information is welcome. Have a great weekend. LW football season is around the corner. All right. And the Buckeyes are the Buckeyes. So we'll see. We'll see if this tone keeps up as we go into the fall season. All right. I like that bass walk up in there. That's crazy. Absolutely. Be a fast crump, but I think she'll pull it off. Oh man. All right. So I love this track. I love this vibe. I think you nailed it in terms of house. That part where you had a break. That part, I would probably add a sting in here for just for sync purposes, just to give them another sting to play with. I would turn the kick up. I definitely want to feel that kick a little bit more, especially on a house track like this. That kick is driving everything, that 4 to the floor type of vibe. I would turn the kick up. Maybe all the drums. But yeah, definitely more kick in the volume, or volume on the kick. But yeah, I like it. I rock with it. I think that could work for like house briefs, and also video game stuff too. I feel like I can the repetitiveness of house music is very advantageous, especially for like gameplay stuff, because it's like loopable and repetitive. So yeah, dance scenes all the way, 100%. Yeah. Crump and Kim. Let's go, Cecil. Good work. Rich Rosen, Impulsive 7. Sounds like a movie. Says, so I got it together to post a track tonight, but it's a rework of one of the first tracks I posted here. Nonetheless, it is the first thing I am posting out of my disco catalog setup. So first, let me know if it works. And second, let me know what you think of it. P.S. It didn't work. Oh, man. It didn't work. Use the new URL I injected above. Bad URL is this one. So don't use this one. Let's use this one. That's hilarious. There we go. It worked. This one worked. That makes sense. I remember this one. I remember that walk down. Yep. I would turn those drums up. That rhythm section was nice. I would center it too. Yeah, I would turn that up. I like that. Gives it a nice. And then the version without the drums would be good too, because then it's like ambient tension, sci-fi stuff. Yeah. Fun and investigative. Awesome vibe. Gives me 70s spy drama. Yeah. I love 70s stuff. 70s, 80s. Some good stuff, man. Good vibes. The quirky detective. Perfect. All right. Yeah. Yep. I agree. Let's go, Rich. We'll be following your disco catalog journey each week as it comes together. What did the bad one show? Just out of curiosity. Apparently nothing. Nothing. Oh no. Oh, okay. That's what I expected. All right. Here we go. Michael, we're gonna come back to him. Caesar says, sup, fam. So for this week's live, I'm submitting a revised version of a cinematic hip hop track I threw in the trash weeks ago. No, I'm playing. A track I submitted for a live review last month. I received a brief for a cinematic hip hop trailer style instrumental with a strict 3-act structure that was 2.5 to 3 minutes in length. Although this track was cinematic, it was too short and it didn't follow the typical trailer format. So I got to work. It was a challenge to take an existing song and figure out how to add length in the right places and make it all work. Basically, I added a new intro, added trailer effects and transitions, added a big ending, and dropped the bumper, as Clint called it. If you remember that from the original version, it wasn't necessary, nor did it fit the trailer structure. The track used to be 1 minute 47 seconds, and I got it up to 2 minutes and 20. Where am I getting that number from? 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I had a real deadline, and essentially, I had only a few hours to make it happen. That's impressive. I feel like I could definitely improve some things, particularly in the ending. I can improve the big build up and sting, but this is what I got so far. As always, looking forward to your feedback. Love the panning of those toms. Yeah, I rock with that. Yeah. Yeah, dude, that was dope. Converting that. I like it. Great sound selection, great additions with the transitional sounds. Um, yeah, I think that joint's ready. It felt cinematic. It felt hip hop. And I like the structure. I like it with that structure. It works. Yeah, 100%. Especially with the time given. We got Allison up next. I know it's been quite a while since I came with the track. Yes, it has. You've been coming with the food, though. This one's called Show. It's an in your face vibe and would have to be like scene with everything, everybody goes crazy, or a fight, or maybe showing an insane car chase resulting in an epic crash. By the way, This was like the 10th track I first started. All right. I think I don't know if y'all remember, I think she shared like one of the first tracks she started, and it was just phenomenal. All right, let's check it out. Come on, Wobble. Well, I can hear that on a commercial because it's like the constantly changing, super energetic production. Love the sound selection. Love the drum sounds in here and percussion. Um, agreed. Trying to tell y'all, man. Allison be cooking, bro. Literally and figuratively and musically. Yeah. Dope stuff. I like it. I can hear yeah. Car chase, I can hear that. Cause it's constantly changing, it's busy, it's chaotic. It's like controlled chaos though. Cause like everything's going together, but like, yeah. Yep. I can hear that 100%. 100%. We got one from Mark. The Mark Flares Allen. We're going to come back to that. We got one from Devin. Let's play this Devin joint, then let's hop into MVP land. MVP land. David DeHart. Hi, fam. Throwing in a late entry today, but wanted to get some feedback on this new trap hip-hop track called Alleyway Choir. Trying something a little different with a faster BPM and stabs from a choir instrument plugin. Let me know what you think. Everybody's been on the choir plugins, man. I'm rocking with it. Trey. Yes, indeed. Glad all is well with the wife. Tell the wife we said we shot up some prayers for her. Glad she's back home. Drums are hidden. I think this one is missing something melodically. It needs something. It needs something. Because I couldn't find the melody. I'm not sure what the key is. I just think it needs a progression or something to push the production a little bit further. And to give us some variety in the sections because we don't have much to work with what's in there when it comes time to you know break down a verse and build back up. So I just think it needs a couple more sounds, progression, melody, something like that. I think what's there, I think it's cool. What's there, I think it just acts more as kind of like a bed to build something upon and then just kind of have it's more like a texture thing. You know what I mean? Like it's not melodic, but it's more texture. It's like something you feel in the production, but it's not like the main thing. That's what I would say. Drums are knocking though. Drums as is, joints are fire. Definitely like that. So yeah, I think it's a great foundation and start. I think it just needs to be developed a little bit more before it's ready for some sync stuff. But yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. LW says, just remembered we decided it's the November James poll since he doesn't submit anymore. Michael actually coming up with a good idea. So what does that mean? What does the November James poll mean? I'm lost. Groove is popping. Great on the mix. Yeah, I agree. That's MVP behavior. Yeah, love it. Okay, so oh wait, is that what we call it? We're calling it the November James poll? That's the name of it. Is that what's happening? You know I have a Ohio State University education, LW. Y'all gotta work. Okay, it's the poll just named November James poll. I got it. That makes sense. I love that. We named the poll after the November James. He's still alive. Like it's not like, like a posthumous kind of thing, but it's like, it's in honor of November James because he used to submit that fire as well. All right. Dope. It's time for the November James poll. He's going to come in here one day like, what? What are y'all doing? Why is it named after me? Oh, man. All right. Listen, man, it's hard sometimes when you just reading text. You know what I mean? So, all right. Let's get this November James poll popping. And then we will start playing these MVPs. Starting with Michael. All right, let me get this thing figured out. I was mad confused at first. All right, where am I at here? Nope, wrong page. All right. Start dropping some names in the chat. Um, I know we had a few joints that stood out for sure. Davey Dave and his collabs, and his own one. Caesar, that tight turnaround, restructuring the whole track. Man, that's challenging. Sometimes that's more challenging than starting from scratch. Because yeah, Carl, Alexander, Troy, Davey Dave. The other one with the vocals, what was that? Eric submitted. That joint was a vibe. Which one? The one on Troy's track? Troy, and then Eric. I don't think he named the singer or not. I don't think he's in the chat either. Let me see. Scroll back up to the post and see what he said. Oh, dang, that was okay. Wrote the lyrics, created the vocal. Oh, wait, okay. Wrote the lyrics, created the vocals, and made all the music myself. So I'm not sure where the vocals are from. They sounded amazing. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if he generated it or if he used a plug-in to change his voice. But the vocals were fire. Listen. Aaron with the brass arrangement. Troy, we may have to, because Troy's been hitting us week to week to week. We may have to throw Troy up there. We've been hearing some versatility. AI vocalist, probably. By the way he worded it, shout out to that AI vocalist, though. That AI has some tone. That AI had some tone to it. All right. Whatever he prompted, he know how to prompt. All right, here we go. Drop some strings in the chat. We're about to kick this thing off with the Michael McConnor, as we so call him. Drop your votes. I think we got some. Is this some jazz we're about to get? It says all that jazz. All right, so it says my SPH fam. It's been a minute, but when life kicks you in the butt, sometimes you just gotta kick it back in its butt. I also thought about what LW might say if I didn't submit something this week. I can only imagine. This track is being submitted specifically for a country club dinner setting. There's a fake ending in point halfway through, which should work for shorter scenes. I noticed there's not a lot of kick or bass featured in scenes, so I've made the kick punchier. Guitars are the focal point so it was a great chance to utilize my trusty Hollow Buddy Blues VST for lead and some rhythm comping too. Hope you enjoy. I pictured a reverend YouTube moderator and former election count manager enjoying a fine meal in her favorite steakhouse in Tahiti. Oh, a revered, not a did I say reverend? A revered YouTube moderator. All right, let's check this out. Yeah, this was fire. Definitely jazzy. Love that guitar. That guitar is crazy. The tone of it, how it's played. Piano sounds great, per usual. And yeah, drums, all of that stuff. Programming's on point. I rock with this. Rhodes, guitar, strings, drums, bass, all on point. And the mix sounds great too. And it feels, that's what I would want to hear at a restaurant that has a live band. That's exactly what that should sound like. If the band doesn't sound that good, I'm leaving. I'm leaving the restaurant. Dope stuff. Berkeley on full display. It's just not even fair, bro. Michael's band, exactly. Like when you hire Michael, like as a band, and you think you're getting his entire band, he just shows up. It's just him and his laptop. He sets up a keyboard and a laptop, and somehow you get an entire band coming from that. That's how that works. Michael and the McConnors. The McConnors being his Mac. It's him and his Mac. All right. Let's keep it going. Let's who do we have? Janelle. I seen a submission from Janelle. There it is. All right, let's drop some target emojis. This was my first and only attempt at making a reggaeton track back during COVID, hence the name Quarantine. It was appropriate. I made the whole thing on my iPad in GarageBand, but I never finished it. I guess this Puerto Rican missed the reggaeton gene. But let's check it out. Andre 3000, Hey video where he's on every instrument. Exactly. They call Alabama the Crimson Tide. Call me Deacon McConnor. Boom. All right, I'm seeing target emojis. That means it's time. She can produce anything. vibe. Wait, so okay, is this did you update it like this year, or is this like the original version untouched? Because it sounds great to me. Drums are hitting, sound selection's on point, and yeah, you got the job done. On iPad, on GarageBand, was it? That's the original? I'm not messing with y'all no more, man. I'm logging off because I'm not messing with y'all. This sounds so usable today. Yeah, it sounds good. Like the mix. Yeah, I like the vibe. I think it's ready. Great work. Apparently, yeah, it doesn't matter. The equipment, she negated anyone trying to use the excuse of not having the right equipment to make good music. Yeah, like we can't use that anymore. Like with everything out now, man, everything is capable. The iPhone is capable. Like there's a free app. You go BandLab online. Like it's just it's really hard to hear excuses now because it's just so many good tools out here. So good stuff. All right. Let's keep it moving. I think this is where flares comes into play. We have a two-way tie on the poll. We need more votes, y'all. Don't give it to LW because she's known for, fiddling with the votes. So there's been numerous accusations of fraud. So just be mindful and try and get somebody else to break that tie because it could sway either way depending on who you allow to break the tie. So I'm just letting y'all know. All right, let's find his flares joint. Drop some fire emojis if y'all ready for flares. And somebody break the tie. Someone break the tie. Busy working on something, but here's one some might not have heard before. Okay. I see G5 with the fire. Let's do it. The unintentional skill issue alert producer. From dusty guitars to GarageBand on iPad, Janelle has time and time again met the brief. Flares has done it again. He continues to do it, and he won't stop doing it. Great production. Yeah, that sounds familiar. That theme for sure. Yeah, we need a full breakdown of his hardware. I know he's running this stuff through some stuff because it always sounds so massive. Massive. All right, let's check out this poll. We still tied. Davey, Dave, and Troy. Y'all just gonna have to be with each other tonight because y'all just gonna have to be joint winners because no one is breaking this tie. They'll invite somebody else to the stream so they can break the tie. Is that what this has come to? Davey, Dave, and Troy. And then Alexander came in, I guess second, and then Caesar. So that's it. Great work, y'all. Great stream. Shout out to everybody, man, who submitted music. If you want to become a part of this supportive community of talented producers, click the link in the description. Join Sync Producer Hub. If you haven't already, get your Shades with Sync ticket if you want to meet some of us in person, hang out at a conference full of music supervisors and publishers and other creatives. Shadesofsync.com. Sounds like I'm not rigging the vote. I'm going to just let it be what it is. I mean, we went through 2 songs and that thing did not break. So that's it, man. I will catch you guys on the next one. And yeah, y'all keep making fire music. Peace.